Hi. Okay, so I'm not quite sure how to pronounce this name. It might be Sage or Saje, um, Saje. Anyway, so I'm doing a reading for this lovely lady and wanting to make a connection to her dad. Um, Got to get a different feeling about this one because he feels like I feel quite troubled if I'm him, or not now in spirit. He's more taking me back to his life and everything, It just, yeah, like there's unanswered questions is what he's saying. And he's also showing me, I'm not sure whether you've got a son or whether, I think there's another sibling. Like I think you've either got a sister or a brother or something. And I'm not sure whether it's their son or your son, but wanting his name passed down or handed down or something. I also get the name Paul. I don't know if that's his name or whether he's got a different name, but I get the name Paul. And I get, I'm looking at trucks and things as well. I don't know if he lived by a trucking place or whether he did something with trucking. I'm not quite sure, but he liked to get out and about anyway. I've got countryside, going all over the countryside, that sort of feeling with him as well. And I've got a bit of a drinker. Like I think he liked to drink in his heydays a little bit and everything. And I kind of feel like I don't know, it just kind of feels to me like he had some ups and downs with people before he left, and it might be you that he's referring to or something, but I don't know, it just feels like he wanted to make peace with a lot of people but didn't get the option to do that before he crossed in that. And I think him and your mum might have I don't know whether they broke up before he crossed over or whether they weren't getting on too well, but it felt like there was some tension there. Oh, he said, well, I put a lot on her plate, It's like she had a lot on her plate at that time, and he didn't make things very easy, is what he's saying. So I look at the photos and that, and I get quite this happy man, He's got the birthday hat on and everything like that, and but when I look into him, I kind of get a bit of a troubled man, and he gives me an image of you, and I'm either like sitting in a paddock in the country or I'm sitting in a graveyard or something. He's showing me this image of you, and I'm like reading off a bit of paper or something. Like it might be a poem or something that was written for him. And he's got wonderful memories of you when you were younger and that. You know how you put the kid on your knee and you're driving the car and they get to steer the steering wheel? It's like I've got images like that coming through. And then I get this picture that he's showing me, like one that he really liked of you and him, And so I think you did something with a picture or something. There's that sort of feeling. And yeah, I think he just had a lot of challenges in his life and that. I don't feel like he coped too well in that, like he's not taking me to his crossing much, but when I go to his crossing, it feels like, it feels like something that happened reasonably quickly anyway, Yeah. But he's got a lot of freedom now, and I get a good sense of humour with him. So even though he was kind of troubled and everything, and when he was good, he had a good sense of humour. There's that sort of feeling. But so proud of you. Like, you've done things that far exceeded anything he could have hoped for you, And you have this way about you, he says, where you are doing quite well and helping a lot of people and everything. But then he's looking at, I don't know, he's looking at you with some sort of work and everything and helping others in some way and taking different approaches to work and everything. And it's like needing to find that support at the moment, but it's not there as much as you thought it would be from others. And so it's like cut your losses is what he's saying, and look for new people that will give you extra support. So really needing to link in better with other people with work and everything at the moment and that. And he misses you every day as well. And I think you've got a sister or something, because it's like missing the kids. There's that sort of feeling. So he sends his love and hopes that you treasure the memories in the same way that he does. Well, he knows that you do. And he'll leave that with you. Okay, thank you.